Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone-Pickens Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Cornhuskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On the ground, it's Dickens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Look out! Out wide left, it's Powell. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Breaks into the open. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Joseph. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on second down. Rush is on. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The Huskers looking to convert on fourth down. Throwing Joseph. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Joseph. The screen, and watch out. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Second and long here. Out wide right, it's Hunter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. And back to the air on second down. Going right and going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Right side, it's Hunter.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A run for the quarterback. Taken down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Cornhuskers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. Under pressure. Out wide right side, it's McCoy. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the direct snap, it's Dickens. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Left side, it's Odom. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
On the move. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Right side, it's Barney. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husker. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Working the ground game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Out wide right, it's Mills. There he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Joseph. Rush right in his face. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Gets the back moving. Swings it out to the flat. Open space at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Number 27, set to kick it away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He leaves it with the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cowboys, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's McCoy. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of it.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. Still on his feet at the 35. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 22 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Hurricanes, who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Turning it on. Got the first down. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Dickens. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Cowboys need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
He'll take it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out wide right, it's McCoy. Could not make his way to the corner.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Oh, pressure's coming. Across the 25, he's got room. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Right side, it's Powell. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, ready? Blue 22, blue 22. Let's go!
From the gun. There he goes. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Deep in the end zone, it's Thornton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He's changing the play. Looking for room. It's Dickens. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Look out! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Huskers! The defense putting points on the board.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Davis. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's McCoy. Down he goes. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Second down to the air. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Unleashes one. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Number 27, set to kick this one away.
On the return, it's Barnes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball's free in the end zone. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. Oh, he's got some space.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got